Here's Finney-Smith. Shepard with the ball. And so in the game for the Jazz, we've got Bailey. Nurkic is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's MP. And it's Collier in at the shooting guard position. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, NP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and a total like that was good enough to mark his high for the season. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Collier, that's good.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Nurkic with the double team. To the middle. Here's Şengün. Rebound, Utah.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's Shepard missing. Jazz leading by 4. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
1:02 left in the second quarter. Shepard the pass to Şengün. Another miss by Houston. Utah's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. MP, no good. Rockets have gone 6-12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Shepard the pass to Şengün. Here's Shepard. No good, unable to end this run. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Rebound by Okogie. Rockets trail by 6. Pass to Shepard. That one, no good. Good defense by MP. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Now Shepard. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hello, everyone. First game of the series, off to a good start for the Utah Jazz.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined. That's a sign of good coaching.
Looking at the scenario for the Houston Rockets. I'm curious. You guys both played in a lot of playoff games. What's a game 1 like?
To me, it's the most important game of the series. A chance to come out strong, set the tone, Ernie, like getting every...
And that's a halftime.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Yeah, kind of what you expect from a guy of his caliber. Don't be surprised if his second half is just as good.
We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
MP, no good. Rockets trail, and here we go with Thompson running it up the court. The wide open look for Durant. And Şengün is right there. Şengün's got 6 in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
It's MP attacking. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Jazz lead by 2.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Van Vliet passes to Şengün. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 4 assists in the game. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. NP from deep three-point land. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. And so NP will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. That's at 5 from 18. And that one drops. MP's got 33.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Thompson finds Şengün. Now here's Van Vliet for the lead. Drills the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got 9.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Thompson buries it down low. And now it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
They get it back. Back to Kessler. Count it. Kessler's got his first 2 points.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Houston. Tari Eason comes in for Fred Van Vliet. And a switcher also for Utah. Sensabaugh is checked in. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Utah moving it around. Here's MP. Driving in.
Punching it in on the drive. MP doesn't mess around when he's got a lane to the rim.
Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And that one's good. Durant.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
MP, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Thompson kicks to Finney-Smith. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
There's a minute left in the third. MP outside. Stolen by Thompson. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And guys, let's... We've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He loves their effort tonight. He said, quote, "This is how we wanted to come into this, looking to push the action, dictating the tempo. We are where we need to be to even things up." Of course, he's talking about the season series. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. So on the floor for Utah, Kyle Filipowski is out there with Bailey. Then it's George. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's MP in at the point guard position. And that one is good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Rockets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Buries the deep ball.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Rockets leading by 4. Durant down the lane. Strong move off the glass.
And look at Durant using that long stride to stay out ahead on the ball.
And good that time.
A complete lack of intimidation. MP proving he can be that guy.
Here's Smith. Van Vliet fires. The putback sees him with the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive play.
MP, 16-footer dropped in.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets. He'll put it up there. A nice little jumper in tight.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy on every possession.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And just so long and elusive on the drive. Durant, excellent at finding ways to navigate inside. And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Now Durant. Outside Van Vliet. It's good.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that three-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
MP gets the job done inside.
Well, that's the guy you want with the ball. MP was ready, and he delivered.
Durant. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6.
Been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
This is Van Vliet. A three-pointer. Good.
You're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. That one goes. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Hey, he made every one to put a little extra security around this lead. Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
And they go to the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though, and he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throw.
Shoots the three. Another one goes. Incredible. 60 points. This guy cannot be. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game. MP left side. And yep, another basket. That's 62 points. 60.
You guys showed some fight tonight, but ultimately came up short. What do you do to move on from this?
Best cure for a bad game is the next game.
Back to you, Kevin.
It's time for us to say